Okay, everybody, welcome back to the DGS2605 channel. We're back with our MLB Power Pros 2008 season mode, repeat season with your world champion, Toronto Blue Jays. So, last time out, we finished off that series against the White Sox. Only two Sox teams on I mixed them up, but regardless, we got the win in that chaotic stadium. A lot of high-scoring games, especially for our side. Now we're taking on the Yankees for our first game at the Rogers Center. If there's any special animation they play after you win the World Series, your first home game, I don't know. But we're going to have Scott Olsen, our hero in the first game of the World Series last year, only allowed 3 runs on a complete game against Mulder. Let's take a look at the Yankees. Juan Pierre, Luis Castillo, Johnny Peralta, Jim Edmonds, Tulo, Brian Roberts. No, that might not be Brian Roberts, a different one. Yadi, Roque Badoli, and whatever more that is. That's, especially those first 5 batters, that is a heck of a lineup. But we got a heck of a lineup too, right? So our lineup's going to take on the Yankees here. Okay. Blue Jays, let's play ball. First home game of the season, we got to make a good impression on the fans. Ready to notice anything too crazy around the league. So the last game that we played here was two of the World Series was John Dank's shutout. Here's Olsen with his 3 pitches, but who needs more when you're that effective, right? Pierre, first batter we're going to face here. It's the first pitch he sees. Durham over to first. 1 away. It's good to be back at the sky. Castillo. Strike 1, so he is a switch hitter. Looked at the slider inside the zone. Nothing in 2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. And I'm assuming, yeah, the dome's closed, so no win. Here's Johnny Peralta now. It's the first pitch he sees. We're way over there to right field off the end of the bat. Rios is waiting there. Catches it. That's 3 up and 3 down for Scott Olsen. That's a good start for the home stretch of the season. Bottom of the first now. Rich Aurelia will be leading off. Let's see what Mulder's got. It's his season debut too. We got a southpaw battle here again. We won the last one. Cutter inside. 1-0. Second pitch gets away from him. Aurelia read it perfectly. Gets himself an easy single. He's coming off a 4-for-6 game. He's 1 for 1 now. Leadoff single for the Jays. Durham, 4-7-6, 0-2. Strike 1 on a splitter, bottom right corner, 0-1. Inside changeup, 1-1. Keep an eye over on first base. It's going to be easy for the left-hander to do that. High splitter caught the zone, 1-2. Just inside on that changeup, 2-2 now. Over at first again. 2-2. Got away from him again, but I wasn't anticipating that. Struck out Durham. There's Berkman. Fouls off the first pitch he sees, 0-1. Hit that off the end of the bat. That's a bouncer over Castillo. At second, over to first. They won't get him. So a runner remains on first with 2 outs. Here's AR-15. High splitter caught the top of the zone. 0-1. Low ball, 1-1. Inside splitter way up there. 2-1. Rios read that one well. That's caught by Peralta as he dives for it. Over to first. In time. So that's the end of the first inning. Jays are 0 for 1. Heading to the top of the second now, it's Jim Edmonds in 4th spot leading off. So we're facing at least 2 lefties in this lineup here, so that's good for Olsen. Strike 1 on his fastball low. Got a good whack on that. That's going to center. Grandy ran it down. Excellent defensive play. 1 away. It's too low. Was he a Yankee at some... I think he was on the Yankees at some point in time in real life. Can't remember. Anyways, it's an 0-2 count off that foul ball. It's the 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Scott Olsen is dealing, ladies and gentlemen. So it is Brian Roberts. They just have him playing first base when he isn't first baseman. Strike one perfectly on that bottom right corner. 0-1. Pulls that. Lowell. Deep throw. It's going to be close. Gets him. 3 up and 3 down yet again for Scott Olsen. Heading to the bottom of the second now. Ryan Braun in the 5 spot leading off for the Jays. 5:57-14. We'll just wait on it. Low cutter, 1-0. He's thrown 2 mistakes so far. Oh, just missed that. Missed that sliding curveball there, 1-1. Braun hits that one well. Not past Roberts. Okay, he can play first base, apparently, unassisted, which Berkman had like 6 of those in the last game. There's Lowell now. Low curveball, 1-0. Low cutter stayed in the zone, 1-1. Pushes that one well. That's in the outfield for a base hit. Michael Lowell gets the second hit of the game for the Jays. Runner on first, 1 away. Here's Luke Scott. So he's facing a lefty pitcher here, so we want to be careful. Take the change up, stayed in the zone, strike 1. Read that one well, past the pitcher. That's going to be back-to-back singles for the Jays. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Here's Luke Duca. He can do some damage here. Yet to have an RBI on the season. All is 1-0 off the splitter. Mistake, hits it right up the middle. That's going to load the bases for Curtis Granderson. But this is a lefty pitcher. So Granderson, he's 6 homers, 9 RBIs. That's nice. It's the first pitch he sees. That's going to center field. Will he get enough on it? Doesn't look like it. Caught by Edmonds. We're going to tag up. That's a sac fly. It's 10th RBI on the season. 1-0 Toronto. There's Aurelia. 1-for-1 with a single. Takes a high change up in the strike zone. 0-1. Curveball broke out of the zone. 1-1. That one was outside. Reached for it. Peralta over to first. That's in time. It's the final out of the inning, but Jay's got 1 run across the board. 1-for-4. That's not efficient at all. Last 3 batters in the Yankee lineup, leading off with Yadi Molina. Yet to have a hit on the season. Strike 1 on the fastball from Olsen. 0-1. Strike 2 on a slider. Kept him in the zone. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. No wonder he doesn't have a hit. He doesn't swing the bat. There's Rocco Baldelli now. It's the first pitch he sees. Durham gets it. Over to first. 2 away. Here's more. He has a hit. That's more than what Molina can say. 0.83 average. It's the first pitch he sees. Olsen over to first. Bada bim, bada boom. So excellent performance from Olsen so far. I'm impressed. And he is proven, man, he can be an ace apparently. Well, all of our guys can. Except Wolf, he hasn't really proven that. But, right, Durham leading off the bottom of the 3rd, excuse me. High splitter, 1-0. It's almost same exact location, just a little lower. Stayed in the zone. 1-1. Oh, just missed the corner on that one. That curveball too low. Excuse me, too low and inside. That was his, apparently. So this has been quite the at-bat. It's 2-2. Durham gets the bat on it. That's right to Peralta. Over first. 1 away. So Multa's really mixing up high and low here. Here's Berkman. Moving the outfield back. Takes strike 1. Change up. Nice miles per hour. 0-1. Curve in the dirt. 1-1. It's that was going to be a little inside, but Berkman muscles it to center field. He has himself a base hit. Runner on first, 1 away. Here's AR-15, 0-for-1 with the grounder. Got away from him, and Rios going to catch up to it. 0-1. That one gets away from him and the zone. 1-1. He threw 2 in a row. What's the odds of 3 and 1 at that? Missed the corner there, 2 and 1. And he thinks like the worst runner on team's gonna run when I never steal bases, and it's the worst runner. Hit that one foul, 2 and 2. He really wants Berkman to stay at first base. And Rio's a little bit under it. That will fall for a base hit. Come on, Berkman, make it. Okay, that was on me. I pressed the button when I shouldn't have. So Rios gets a hit. Berkman with some poor base running there. My fault, gonna get to second, so runner remains on. He was so adamant on keeping Berkman at first, he got him out at second. I gotta give it to him. Anyways, Braun just hit the ball. It's looking go. It's going. Will it have enough on it? It makes it. 3-0 Jays. Braun with a 2-run shot, his 8th home run of the season. Had a grand slam in the last game. Puts a couple more on the board here now. 3-0 Toronto. You know, Mulder's gotten away with a lot of mistakes. You play with fire for so long, you're going to get burned. That makes it over the wall. I thought it might not have a chance, but it certainly did. Slow with CRA, it's in the double digits. 409 average, 4 homers, 7 RBIs for Lowell. Strike 1 on a high fastball, 0-1. Fastball too low, 1-1. Lowell pulls that one well. That's right to Pierre and left, though. That'll end the inning. So, Jays now 500. We're 3 for 6. It's the top of the Yankee lineup in the top of the 4th. Here's Juan Pierre. Perfect placement on that pitch for Olsen. 0-1 on the fastball. Got him swinging a slider. 0-2. Got him looking. That call was generous. I'll admit it. Here's Castillo. Strike 1 on a changeup. 0-1. It's the fastball over Durham's glove. That's their first hit. He was perfect through 3 1/3. I never mention it because it's a jinx, but once it's over, it's whatever, right? Here's Peralta now. Strike 1 on the fastball. Runner goes. They hit and run it. At it second. Over to first. What a double play by Scott Olsen. He said, you got that hit? You're not getting anywhere near second base. That's a right triangle right there, I think. Yeah, exactly. Right triangle right there. Pitcher, second, first. So Yankees are 0 for 1 after the top of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Last 3 batters in the Jays lineup. Here's Luke Scott. 1 for 1 with a single. Strike 1 in the zone, 0-1. Mulder's getting tired. That one got away from him. Scott hits it over to left field. Second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. Leadoff single for the Blue Jays. Here's Duca, 1 for 1 with a single of his own. Let's see how tired Mulder gets. He's keeping an eye over on first base. He hates base runners, apparently. Splitter too far and low outside. 1-0. Duca cranks that high pitch. That one's going. Will it have enough to get out of here? Nope. Bounces out the warning track, off the wall. Lucky he didn't get stuck. We're going to send him. And he will be safe. Duca gets his first RBI of the season. It's 4-0 Jays. There goes the quality start for Mulder. Strike 1 on a cutter. 0-1. Pulled that one well. That will not fall for a base hit. That's going to be a double play. Double play. Okay, well. Good defense from the Yankees there. Here's Aurelia now. This is likely Mulder's last inning on the mound, so have fun, Rich. Splitter too low, 1-0. He's gassed. Changeup too low now. 2-0 there. 3-0. Swing on a 3-0. You should never do that, and that's why. Grounded out to second, open first. That's the end of the inning, so Duca gets one more run across the plate. We're 4 for 8. They're 0 for 1. Top of the 5th. It's Jim Edmonds leading off. He's looking for a big swing. Took it, missed the slider, strike one. Just missed the corner with that fastball, 1-1. Hits the changeup, that's going to the shallow outfield. That's going to be a leadoff single. So runner on first. None away, here's too low. Speaking of too low, that's that ball. Not in the strike zone, 1-0. Changeup over the third. Over the second. Over to first. Not going to be a double play. But they keep a runner at first, 1 away. It's Roberts now. Strike one. Fastball, 0-1. Hit the slider, hitting a foul. Here's the 0-2. A tag out. Durham to Berkman. That's a double play, so back-to-back innings, double plays in the inning. They're 0 for 2 after 5. Bottom of the 5th. Ray Durham in the 2 spot leading off. They're going to take Mulder out of there. Franklin, they're switching around Castillo and Roberts. So I guess their defensive pattern must change depending if it's a lefty or righty on the mound. Franklin with an ERA nearing a dozen. See what we got. He's got fastball, decent speed, 0-1. Durham pushes that over two, past the shortstop Peralta. I thought he had that. Made a jump, couldn't quite get it. Leadoff single for the Jays yet again. There's Bergman, 1 for 2. Missed that changeup, 0-1. That's single to the outfield. Just kind of going through the motions there for a second. But anyways, runners on first and second, 2 out. Here's AR-15. Changeup missed the high part of the zone. 1-0. Changeup on the side there. Stayed in the zone. 1-1. Too low fastball. 2-1. Changeup dropped him to the dirt. 3-1. Rios hits that hard to fielder. Or not, first baseman Castillo. Out at second. Over to first. He almost got there, but not in time. Double play. Here's Braun. He can bring Durham home. He's at third. First pitch he sees go into the outfield. Will it have enough on it to get past Edmonds? No, it won't. That's the end of the inning. So kind of blew an opportunity there. We're 0 for 10. They're 0 for 2. Last 3 batters in their lineup. So Yachty leading off. And like Schneider, he has an RBI, but no hits. Read that one well. That's hit to center field, but Grandy's there. 1 away. It's Rocco Baldelli. First pitch slider, hit on it. Aurelia over to first. 2 away. Here's Moore. This is Scott Moore. Strike 1. Scott Moore, that sounds too close to Eat More, the candy bar. Foul tip. 1-2 now. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Olsen has been dynamite today. This is incredible. Heading to the bottom of the 6th now. They're 0 for 2. We're 4 for 10. Our 6th batter, Mike Lowell, leading off. So he's 1 for 2 with a single and a line out. Ball 1 inside. 1-0. Change up inside the strike zone. 1-1. Hits that over to Johnny Peralta. Over to first. 1 away. Here's Luke Scott. 2 singles in the game. Here's the first pitch. Scott swings on it right to Brian Roberts. Over to first. That's 2 away. Here's Loduca looking for a cycle. But we're not even at batting practice yet. We're almost through 6 innings, so I'd love to give him a hack at it here. I'm not going to now. He has an RBI on the game, though. 0-1. Hits that one. Foul. 0-2. It's the 0-2 now. High pitch. Loduca gets a good piece of it. 2 out single for the Jays. Loduca 3 for 3 in the game now. That's going to bring up Grandy. 0 for 1 as a sac fly. He smashes that to deep left. It is gone. His 7th home run of the season, and it's batting practice now. Threw a 1 out away, but Duca drew out a single. Granderson made a home run. 6-0 Blue Jays. Looks like they're going to be taking Franklin out for Nipper. Not making any defensive changes here. Aurelia 1 for 3. Nippert has not had an earned run in the season so far. On the season, excuse me. Fouled down the first baseline, 0-1. Loduca fouls it down the first baseline again, 0-2. That one isn't fouled down the first baseline. It stays fair. Loduca with a 2-out single now. That's Aurelia with a 2-out single. So that's 3 straight hits for the Jays. Here's Durham. Smacks the first pitch he sees to center field. Will have enough on it. Caught by Edmonds. Hey, Jays get a couple more runs across the plate. We're 6 for 13. Yankees are 0 for 2. Top of the lineup in the 7th inning. There's Juan Pierre. 5 strikeouts on the game for Olsen. Pierre hits the first pitch he sees. Lowell, even though Pierre's got wheels, not in time on that one. 1 away. Here's Castillo. Strike 1 on the lower right corner. 0-1. Got in the sweet spot there. That's going to be a base hit. Keep it a single. Or he thought about trying for second. Keep him the first. That's their 3rd hit in the game. Ball 1 just inside on that changeup. 1-0. Missed that fastball. Oh, dearie me. That was a mistake. That one's gone. I thought maybe get him swinging that high fastball, and he swung all right. That's a home run for him, so that's a wash of Granderson's home run. 2nd home run on the year for Peralta. 6-2. There goes batting practice. There goes the shutout. He was pitching so well, man, but it's not about the stats. It's about the record. Of course, to show replay of that. Suddenly, the Yankees feel like they can get back into this game. Strike 1. Jim Edmonds on a fastball. Missed that slider. There's the 0-2. Oh, that should have been strike 3. Here it is. Okay, he gets that out to the outfield, but AR-15's there. Makes the catch, 2 away. It's too low, 0 for 2. I've been saying 2 a lot, I've realized. Okay, that fastball a little low, 1-0. Ramming him intentionally. 1-1 on a fastball now. Here to Tulowitzki. Right across the heart of the plate, got a good whack on it. Granderson runs it down. So, the Yankees finally get some runs across the plate. They're 2 for 4. We're 6 for 13. We're still more efficient. Our heart of the lineup is coming up in the bottom of the 7th, and we need some insurance here. We have yet to score in a game underneath double-digit runs, and we're 4 away from reaching 10. So, I'd like to see that, but as I've said, it's not about the stats. It's about the record. And Olsen's, aside from that home run, even then it's whatever. Really pitching a masterpiece here. And as we all know, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out at the old ball game at the Rogers Center, home of your world champion, undefeated Toronto Blue Jays. Bottom of the 7th now. Berkman 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Change up on the lower left corner, 0-1. Berkman fouls that low fastball back, 0-2. Didn't bite on that one. 1 ball with 2 strikes. Curve in the dirt, 2-2. Count is even. Fouled that one off. Pretty much parallel to his body to the third base side, 2-2. Grounds that to short, over to first, 1 away. Take a look at the phone, nothing going on. Here's AR-15. First pitch he sees, smokes it past Peralta. That's going to make it all the way to the outfield. And Rios, he's got some legs on him. He's got himself a 1-out double. There we go, runner in scoring position. Here's Braun. I got a hunch. First pitch he sees, it's going, it's going, it's going. It is just gone. 5 feet extra over the wall. His 9th home run of the season. Gets another 2 RBIs. So we got that home run back. It's 8-2. It's batting practice again. There's Lowell 1 for 3. But you know what? I want to go for double-digit runs, so we're going to play for that. Lowell fouls that high fastball back. 0-1. Hits that second pitch over to center field. Gets himself a single. Runner on first, 1 away. Scott, 2 for 3. He's facing a righty pitcher now. Keep an eye over on first. Scott gives that a good ride. That's going to left, but Pierre's there. 2 away. And they're going to call a timeout. Nippert's off the mound, excuse me. Here comes Moeller to face Loduca, who's 3 for 3. First pitch he sees, hit to Peralta, over to first. That's the end of the inning. So we got 2 runs back. The 7th inning is a wash. And into the top of the 8th, that's the 6-7, 8th part of the lineup for the Yankees. Roberts over 2 with a double play. Can't have that here, nobody on base. Strike 1 on the fastball. Read that slider well. That's scorching past Olsen. That's going to be a leadoff single. It's their 5th hit. Here's Yachty, still hitless on the season. Strike 1 on the fastball. 0-1. Oh, I thought Durham could field that. Okay, well, there's Yachty's first hit on the season. Back-to-back singles. There's Rocco Bodelli. High and inside on the fastball. 1-0. Billy took a hack of that changeup. Didn't make contact. Generous call on that slider. 1-2. Got him swinging. Here's more. Strike 1 on the fastball. It's that slider. 0-2. Got him swinging on 3 pitches. Here's Juan Pierre. Ball 1 just inside. 1-0. Fastball caught the lower left corner. Fastball inside. So that's 3 straight fastballs from Olsen. 2-1. Pierre, soft dribbler, over to first. That's the end of the inning. So I believe that might be their first runner they got in scoring position tonight. Into the bottom of the 8th. Our last batter in the lineup, leading off, Curtis Granderson. 1 for 2 with a homer. You got to figure out. I want at least 2 runs across the plate here. There's 0-1. It's that high pitch past the glove of the second baseman. It's going to be a runner on first, nobody away. There's Rich Aurelia, 2 for 4. Ball 1, call went our way there. 1-0. Inside changeup, 2-0. Aurelia hits a blooper that will be going to bounce. Yep, that's back-to-back base hits of the Jays. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Durham, 1 for 3. Smokes that pitch. That one's going. I don't think it has enough on it. No, Edmonds catches it. So 1 away, runners on first and second. Here's Berkman. Berkman, you can make something happen here. Will it stay fair? Home run, baby. Hit that pull out there. His 4th home run on the year. And I wanted 2 runs across the plate. Berkman gave me an extra 1. 11-2 Blue Jays. I love it when the camera switches like that. Here's Rios now 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch he sees, he's going to get himself a single here. If he can somehow get around to him again in the same inning. He's looking for a cycle. He's 2 for 5 in the game now. Here's Braun, 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. Got away from the pitcher. Braun had to duck out of the way of that. Smokes it up the middle, past Peralta. Another base hit for the Jays. Runners on first and second yet again. Mueller can't believe it. His ERA was at 3, went up to almost an 11. Here's Bowie, a left-hander, ERA of 15. That's looking like a double play if I ever seen one. Added second, over first. That's going to be hitting for the Jays today. But another 3 runs. Couldn't start us out past the 5th inning. We're 11 for 21 with 2 for 6. Olsen's 3 outs away from a complete game. It's the 2-man. Luis Castillo, 7 strikeouts in the game for Olsen. Strike 1 on a fastball, 0-1. Strike 2 on a changeup. Here's the 0-2. Durham, Berkman, One away. It's Peralta 1 for 3. Strike one on the far side of the plate. Pulled that slider well. Gonna have a runner on first. That's their 7th hit. Here's Edmonds. Missed that fastball, 0-1. Missed that changeup, 0-2. Slider just went foul, so maybe that slider's hanging a bit too much. Finish him off with some heat. Okay, a high fastball once again backfired on us. It's off the wall. Relay it. Runner remains at third, so they have 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 away. No, we don't need to play that. It's too low. Low fastball, 1-0. Slider too far inside, 2-0. That's going to the outfield there. That's going to be 1. Runners on the corners. Who's next in the lineup? If I go to score, will it tell me? Yachty, but I need 2 outs, that's the thing. Okay, we'll pitch to Roberts, why not? Okay, I should have walked him. Grandy, are you kidding me right now, man? Dude, why can we not finish off complete games? What is going on here? Okay, that's 5 now. Yachty. You know, why not? Pitch number 80. Strike 1. There we go. Okay, alright. 2 away. Man on third. He's finally tired. Roku just popped. There we go. Thank you. So, a little messy about it. Olsen gets the complete game. Your final score, Toronto Blue Jays 11, New York Yankees 5. Scott Olsen. Once again, we could not close out a complete game without a bit more damage being done, but we still have finished with a victory margin of 6 runs. Bottom of the second, that was the sac fly, yep. Olsen. It's crazy, you wouldn't, after you look at that stat line, you would not think he was perfect through 3 1/3 innings. Bottom of the 7th, there's Braun's 2-run shot. But hey man, this offense for the Yankees, they didn't quit. Bottom of the 8th, Berkman's 3-run shot. Turns out we needed that more than we anticipated. Top of the 9th, final out. Good textbook play. Olsen's the winning pitcher, and I agree. They got a 3-run rally in the 3rd, didn't even matter after he had to start like that. Taking a look at stats here now. Olsen with the win, Mulder with the loss. So wait, win 1 is the winning run scored. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 6th inning. But Mulder is out by then, so someone else should be getting the rap for that. Peralta got a 2nd home run, but Berkman got his 4th. Braun got 8 and 9. Grandy got 7. Let's take a look at her stats. Braun with 4 RBIs, Grandy with 3, Berkman with 3, and Duca with 1. And everybody went across the plate except Ray. Wilson the complete game. We're not, it's not about stats, it's about record, right? So, so let's look at all our pitches. I threw, look at how many pitches I have up there, and look at the home runs. One thing I'm learning, it does not pay off to pitch high in the zone that much. But that's going to be it for the ball game. Take a look at the points here. We'll take a look around the league. 21-8 over in Minnesota. The Vikings beat the Browns 21-8. That's incredible. Let's see. 9-5 over at Fenway. See any walk-offs? Doesn't look like it. Mets got to win that. Let's go. But that's going to be it for the first home game. Oh, way to go. 5 wins in a row. I have a feeling we're going to keep this going a long time. We got quite the lengthy home stretch here. We got 3 more games against the Yankees. I look forward to seeing you at them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next game against the New York Yankees.